The other day, I made a video detailing why the crypto markets have reached full mania. It was only fitting that Shiba Inu coin 50x'd in value as I released the video and has dropped 50% since. It must be a fun roller coaster ride for those who play that game. In the video, I challenged anyone who is in the crypto space to try and beat my returns over the next few years, more out of fun and curiosity than anything. I'm not an expert investor by any means, but what I'm going to share with you today will probably be a little eye-opening for some and show you that there is an element to investing that's impossible to predict. I'm just a misinformed YouTuber, so anyone who really knows crypto, please tell me in the comments where I'm wrong, and it will be fun to track over the next couple of years to see whose comments aged well. All that I ask is that you give me a couple of minutes to make my point, and then you can go back to watching videos on why Dogecoin is going to $2 this year. Let's go back to 2001. Here's the S&P 500 top 15 companies by market cap. Enron is definitely the most infamous company on that list. We have some banks, some auto manufacturers, Walmart, and Boeing, a company that sells pogo sticks, I believe. Let's unveil the top 15 companies in 2011. Walmart and Exxon are the top two again, and there's a few others who appeared on the list from the 2001 list, but you may notice that some new companies have emerged, most notably Berkshire Hathaway. The order has switched up a little too. Now, let's unveil the top 15 companies today in 2021. What do you notice about the top 6 companies? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet, and Tesla are all new entrants in our list. It makes sense because the tech sector dominated the 2010 decade, and this is the result. Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal all made their first appearance as well. Tech companies, credit cards, and online payments are a pretty good representative of the 2010s decade. You've probably heard of International Machines Business Corporation, more commonly known as IBM, which was one of the top 10 largest companies in the early 2000s. They were a monster company worth billions of dollars, and of course they'd stay at the top of the list of most important companies for a long time. July 16th, 1999, one share of IBM stock cost $136.25 just a couple of months after their final stock split. On August 15th, 2008, the day I turned 18, one share of IBM stock cost $126.36. That's a 7.3% drop 9 years later. On May 14th, 2021, one share of IBM stock cost $144.68. During the fun frenzy of investing in the stock market where you simply could not lose, IBM, one of the most powerful and largest companies in 1999, has only returned $8 per share 22 years later. And the company's stock was as low as $95.39 in March 2020, representing a 30% drop from the stock's value 21 years earlier. Spencer, what in the world does IBM have to do with the crypto market? If you analyze the stock market over time, you can see that a lot of companies have moments of rapid appreciation and appear as a top company of the year for whatever sector. But if you look over time, you can see that a lot of companies experience major rises and falls, as well as long periods of relative stagnation. I know, IBM is a dividend stock, but for the sake of this video, watch for a couple more minutes and I'll show you why that doesn't matter. Let's check out the top 15 coins in the crypto space. I'm fairly confident saying that the top 15 coins of today are going to look drastically different within 12, 24, and 36 months. What I found fascinating researching the altcoins from the past few years is that many of them had a run up in 2017, then a sudden drop, followed by years of stagnation. Even Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two big power players of the crypto market for the past few years, had a huge rise at the end of 2017, early 2018, experienced a massive drop, and then took 3 years to get back to their previous highs. Some of these coins still haven't reached their previous high, even today, as everyone and their entire families are jumping in the crypto space. I think if you polled everyone who's jumped into the crypto speculation game, you'd have 3 boxes to put people in. One is the person who has been invested in cryptocurrencies for a few years, really understands the market, and trades on principles and skill. This investor will make significantly more money than I will over the next few years, because I do think there are coins that are going to continue to grow at a rapid pace from here, and this investor is knowledgeable enough to spot trends and profit. This investor is going to absolutely smoke me in my challenge of who can have the best returns over the next couple of years. This person will laugh at my success because of how much more they will have earned than I will. This is a small minority of investors in the market. 2 is the person who wants a little exposure in crypto and is more interested in holding for the long term. This person will do fine, as they probably hold large amounts of their portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe have some fun with the altcoins. This investor will do fine and earn money. This investor generally already has a lot of money and will make money simply from being able to put a portion of their portfolio into crypto projects. The key is they'll be able to hold for a few years if needed. Third is the person who has no idea what they're doing and is purely gambling. This is a majority of the people who have entered the crypto space in the past 24 months. These speculators are in the markets to make a lot of money quickly. Here's the catch. Some people actually win. This guy who's been hanging out with Graham, Kevin, and Andre Jick YOLO'd into Dogecoin at the perfect time and 10x'd his money. But that behavior isn't sustainable. He has no idea what he's doing and happened to pick the right coin at the right time. Let's go back to earlier and why I showed the S&P 500 companies. Look at the charts for Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Fannie Mae, General Electric, General Motors, Bank of America, Ford, Hewlett-Packard, AT&T, and Citigroup. That's 11 of the 15 largest companies in the S&P 500 in 2011. They all are stocks that if you purchase somewhere around its peak, you would be down like 60 to 80% to this day. Those are companies with actual products, billions of dollars in revenue, years of operating a legitimate billion-dollar business, and many of them experience huge drops in value and market cap. So what do you think could happen to crypto coins that don't exactly have a working project? Because let's be real, most of these coins are appreciating because the demand for the coin is from getting rich off of a tweet and not from a belief in their developers and tech. The main thesis statement of my argument for this video is that many of the coins that you see performing well today are not going to maintain this level of evaluation for the next few years. If you look at the last 5 years of various crypto projects in the history of the stock market, change is basically guaranteed. Some companies get disrupted, some coins lose momentum. It's hard to sustain this level of appreciation without a massive correction. I already know some of the criticism this video will receive, so I'll address it now. There's no way you will make better returns than people investing in crypto. Every bit of research I have done on previous market cycles, because I am young so I have to read about history as opposed to talk about my personal experience, shows that when the mania hits, everyone feels like they can't lose, some people get rich, and it feels like a no-brainer to start investing now. Don't wait. That sounds pretty similar to today, doesn't it? There are going to be people who make insane returns in the crypto space. I won't be able to compete with those investors. My bet is that most people have no idea what they're doing with crypto and will get hit really hard whenever a correction happens. We're talking about the next 5 years, not the next 2 months. People making 20% in 6 days because some CEO tweeted can't be beat. But that doesn't last long. Bitcoin is going to 10x over the next couple of years and you will miss out. My challenge was for people who feel like they're missing out on getting rich quickly and might only have 5K to 10K to invest. Let's assume Bitcoin goes from 50K a coin to 500K a coin in the next 5 years. That's a 10x jump. I think it's pretty fair to say it's possible and one of the best case scenarios. I think the beginning investor would be better off putting that money into themselves to learn a new skill and worry more about increasing their main source of income. Let's say someone is earning 50K per year salary and has 10K to invest. If Bitcoin 10x's and never experiences any crash, then this person will have 100K cash, but no new skills, no increase in income, and no cash flow. They now have a large tax event too, so it's not really 100K cash. I'm saying that person would be better off putting their money into learning a new skill that has a much higher upside than Bitcoin. If someone can learn a new skill, start a YouTube channel, learn how to invest in real estate, or whatever new venture that can generate an additional 25K per year on average, then they will outperform one of the best case scenarios in crypto investing. You handpicked a couple stocks that fit your narrative and aided your argument. I am a YouTuber who is explaining an idea and gets to pick which supporting data I provide, so of course I present the perfectly crafted argument in my video. All jokes aside, I showed IBM and a few others from 2011 for a reason. My point was that if you are in the game of handpicking stocks and timing the market, you are either the best investor ever and will make enough money to buy the entire island of Puerto Rico, or you're going to lose a lot of money at some point. What I believe in the crypto space is that a lot of people are trying to handpick coins based on news, YouTube videos, Elon Musk tweets, and anything that has nothing to do with the actual projects and tech of the coins. Unless I'm completely ignorant, I've never been able to see someone who can perfectly handpick coins or stocks during every market cycle. I think if there is a correction like 2017, you're going to see people lose 80% of their portfolio and have no idea what to do. Every decision in a bull market that makes money looks smart and the investor will justify it. Well, you know, there was a lot of news about the adoption of the coin, and Citibank CEO said his daughter loves the coin, so I just knew that it was going to double this year. All of these justifications look good when the coin is appreciating, but those same investors don't seem to have the ability to sell when there's a falling knife. Who should I invest with? You should definitely invest with Mr. Wilson, the inevitable reply thread that's going to appear in the comment section on this video. You'll see someone comment that crypto returns 200% a month if you invest with their broker, Mr. Wilson, and the replies will be some spammy form of, yes, contact Mr. Wilson for great returns type comments. There will legit be like 50 comments in a matter of minutes, and there will be plenty of fake accounts trying to impersonate me as well. Don't pay any attention to these fake comments. You're wrong. I know so many people who turn 2K into 500K in crypto. This is the best investment class. I think it's awesome to see so many people making life-changing money by being early in crypto. I'm a huge believer that some of these projects are going to vastly improve our lives. I don't know the space well enough to truly understand which coins those are. I wish I did. Some people know, and they're going to make a killing. I think very few people have the ability to ride a wave and time the selling point perfectly, which is why I don't see that many people making killer returns from here on out. We'll see the outliers on YouTube and think that everyone is doubling their money. I think the smartest way to invest in crypto is to either be an expert in this space where you can handpick the winners, or to just place the money in a fund and ride the collective wave. For those of you deeply invested in crypto, I would love for you to make videos calling me out and showing me you're making better returns over the next few years. My bet is it's going to be very few people, but I'm open to the challenge. I'll gladly accept defeat if I'm wrong. Thanks so much for watching.